There it is. Sorry about that. Keep your mic mute. I'm gonna bring you in a few seconds. Welcome to my channel. The underrated dog is your truth. The underrated one. The number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. Hey, we got a very firing MMA talk tonight. This is the underrated MMA sports talk number 3. We got brother Watcher from Down Under. Also, we got my brother S.A. Gotcha 23. Welcome, brothers. Y'all can unmute your mics, please.
Good afternoon, Underrated Darkness. How you doing, brother? How you doing,
Man.
brother Reacher? Watcher, excuse me.
Yeah, man. Good to be here. Good to see you guys. This should be interesting.
Yeah, and I cooked something real nice.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it too. That's why you see my face. But I ain't gonna see it. But I ain't gonna see my face in my food because I'm gonna try it down while we get into it. But let me go with these announcements again. Welcome to my channel, the Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. We got the brother Watcher from Down Under. We got S.A. Gotcha 23. We got some I think this gonna be one of the best MMA talks right now on Underrated. Oh my goodness. And I got some food I'm gonna show to the family, so watch out for that and everything. How's your brothers doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. I'm just chilling here, just hanging out with you and the family as always. How about you? How you doing?
Man, I'm fine. I wasn't feeling good at first, but I feel better now. Can't wait till we get this going. And I'm gonna show your brothers the food and everything. I'm tell you about it and everything. While we wait for some more people and stuff like that. I'm gonna show the brother. I should do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because it's my channel and I can do what I want. There you go. This is mac and cheese and with some breadcrumbs in it with some cheese and stuff. And this is some boneless chicken breast right here. You know what I put? I put some Gouda spicy mustard on both sides with some Worcestershire sauce, and on top when you see the red on both sides, that's this hot sauce. Then I got some French style string beans with some butter and some black pepper on it, and then I got some hot sauce. I'm just messing y'all. This is some cranberry sauce, and right here, this is rum and coke.
That looks good.
Bro, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks
real
good.
Yeah, and all of it's gonna go right here. I'll let you know how it tastes good too. Yes. So let me see how many people in the chat first and everything. Oh, I forgot to read it. J Dog, what's good? See you in the quiet storm. Thanks for coming, J Dog. Fine, I ain't see you in a while. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. I'm gonna read this first, and then before I continue and everything. And I appreciate that your people showing up. Please come in. Please come in. Please. I will show my food out throughout. I'm letting you know right now I'm hungry, so I'm not gonna be waiting all that long time. But I'm gonna be nice. Now I gotta taste it right now. Oh my god. That chicken. Oh yo. Oh my god. And people, I ain't nothing all day. Mac and cheese. Oh my god. Let me taste cranberry sauce. Oh. God damn. I be putting it down all levels. I keep on telling y'all. Let me show the people the food before we continue. Veronica McLeod. No, you're not. You ain't on the way. Better bring me something. See if the quiet storm. Oh, you did Bristol Bill? Okay. That's what's up. Feast of like, thank you. Thank you. Let me show the food first. Again, this is mac and cheese, homemade with breadcrumbs in it with cheese and stuff. This is chicken breast. Both sides I put Gouda spicy mustard on both sides. Also some Worcestershire sauce, and then you see on top that's hot sauce, and I baked it. This is French string beans with butter and black peppers, and this is this is cranberry sauce, and this right here is rum and coke. Show you how you get down, son. This how I get down. I go for the crown. Thanks for coming, Sheila. Thanks for coming, Veronica McLeod. Thanks for coming, LaShawn. Um, we here. Thanks for coming, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let first before we get to the big fight, let's just talk about the undercards. We gonna let's Gotcha start off first. Talk about the undercards.
Oh, the undercard. I would say the undercard was okay. I wouldn't say it was the best, but I think it was mostly the main card is pretty much what stole the show. It was pretty good, but
Okay.
yeah, like I said, the main. I mean, well, like I said, I would say a good women's match between Julian Pena and Sarah McMahon. That was one of my favorites out of the whole undercard. And then you can't forget though, Julia Pena called out Amanda Nunes, which was a good call out. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, but I like I said, the undercard wasn't that great. Like I said, the only good fight was just Julian Pena and then Sarah Monk, and then when he went into the main event, that's where it was really good. The main card was really good, but yeah, the undercard wasn't that great.
I got you. But we're gonna stick on that Pelter card, man Nunes. We're gonna stick on that for a few. All right, brother, watch out.
Yeah, hello to everyone in the chat. Good to see the support here. Yeah, the undercard, just for at least the main card, because I watched the prelims, which weren't great, but the main card was better with those undercard fights, and I think Rodriguez and Rivas, that was a great finish. Herb Dean is slipping as a referee these days. He needs to take a break because his decisions in that cage are starting to I don't know, they're starting to become a little bit shifty in there, but I think that was a good fight. I thought the one with that guy from Europe, Tajikistan, he put on a good performance. He was able to show his skill set to the world. I really enjoyed the co-main event as well. That was something really surprising. I really enjoyed seeing that quick performance. And Rodriguez calling out Nunes it's a good call out, but I think she needs a couple more fights before she can step in there, because Amanda is no joke. That person she is a real. She's a fighter to the core. She will take you out. But I thought, looking back on the card, it was good. The co-main event, the one right before the main event, that one really shocked me.
Okay. All right. Let me read this on the screen first. Then I'm gonna switch the screen. Then we're gonna get it on and get it on and get it on. Yeah, this food is just it's great. This is this you call winner. When you knock somebody out, this is what you call a winner. Then right now. And you're not gonna hear nowhere else from this channel. That's right. Good enough. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right. Let me read this. Let me read this in the and then we're gonna get it on. We'll talk about different stuff, and then we're gonna get it on. Okay, let me read this on the chat. Let me read from the screen. Come enjoy real conversation with the underrated one. Us as the righteous ones individually, let's make a change within ourselves and generally being there for each other. We all we got. Remember that, family. We all we got. All right. Now, let me go switch this up and everything else. All right. And I want to thank everybody that come out. Thank you so much. Now, we're going to get we're going to get talk about some, ass whooping that most of the people didn't see coming. Good old ass whoop. And I'm going to start from, excuse me, Brother Watcher from Down Under. Please break it down.
This was, yeah, what's up, Michael? This was one of the outcomes. Well, the way in which it happened is something that I predicted. Now, I predicted Conor would get him out of there because, you know, Conor has looked explosive, and from what I saw,
Oh. Go ahead, go. Sorry. Oh, man. Sorry about that.
That's all right, man. Yeah, Conor's mindset was there, and but I just think that Poirier made a very smart decision in going for the takedown early, getting Conor to try get up, and I knew Conor would get up because he'll always get up when someone takes him down. He even got up against Khabib, and he got up, and the first round was competitive. I do think Conor won it. I thought he landed the better shots to the head and the body. I thought his elbows and shoulders, I thought that they were good as well. And the second round comes, and I reckon about 2 minutes in, I start seeing Conor getting tired. Mm-hmm. And we were told before this fight, you know, the coaches saying, you know, we'll see the best version of Conor. You know, Conor saying, I'd like for it to go maybe a bit later to, you know, to see how it goes. But you were tired within 7 minutes. And this is a real problem. And it showed because Poirier started countering him with the right check hook. It was a very subtle move. When Conor tried to lean back with his hands down, that right hook would land. And that calf kick was gold. That was the money shot the whole night. He kept kicking that leg, right side, left side, both feet. He kept doing that. And Conor, on the last sequence, I think before that flurry came along, he got countered with a hook and he couldn't turn on his leg. So then, boom, turns right around. Poirier just starts pouring it on. And he said he got a bit wild, but Conor took some massive shots and he got knocked down and he got stopped. And it was really weird to see because Conor has a chin. He can really take a hit. And it was... I felt a bit bad, you know, because, you know, Conor, just seeing him like that, that aura is gone now. That kind of aura of, you know, him not being hurt. And we saw the Nate Diaz fight and what happened there. But, you know, the difference between Nate and Dustin is Dustin has power and precision. Nate has volume and he doesn't hit hard at all. And when you take shots that clean and don't move off the cage and don't keep your hands up, and, you know, because if you actually see, he actually tried to panic wrestle, which is where you go for a takedown just to hold on for dear life. That's what Conor did in the Nate Diaz fight, the first one. He did it in the Poirier fight. It's subtle, but he went for his thighs and then he like pushed off them. And that's an issue that's spanning 4 or 5 years ago. That issue hasn't been fixed yet. But Poirier did a great job with the legs, and he was smart in the first round just to take enough energy from Conor. He stood long enough with Conor to make him think he would stand with him, and he then boom went for it. So great job from Dustin Poirier. I'm happy for him. What a night! What a fight!
All right. Gotcha.
Brother Watcher took the words right out of my mouth, man. Like I said, good one to Dustin Poirier. I'm happy that he won, but be honest though, Brother Watcher, man, don't feel bad for Conor, man. He got what he deserved, man. This is what happens when you're away from the sport. You know, like I said, Conor McGregor, like I said, he's just one dimensional. He just relies right on the right hand, and like I said, he had no other tools going into that fight. And like what the brother Watcher said, man, Connor, he wilted. He wilted right under the pressure. You know, when Dustin Poirier took his shots, you could see it right in his face. Like, shit, I can't get this guy out of here. You know, and like I said, Dustin Poirier started to attack his leg, took the power right from took the like you said, he took the spring right out of his leg, so Connor couldn't generate some power. And you saw Dustin Poirier, he knocked out Connor. But like I said, man, brother, watch it. Don't feel bad for Conor McGregor. Like I said, all that shit that he did when he attacked that old man in the what's his name in the club. He was taking people's phones, all the nasty shit. He said, "Man, nah, man, brother, don't feel bad for him. This was a great day for MMA because, like I said, a lot of people, like I said, were just disrespecting Dustin Poirier. Like I said, I was picking Dustin Poirier to win this fight, but like I said, there were some things I didn't like. That was heading up to this fight. Like I said, they were just too friendly. They were too friendly, you know, because like I said, we all knew Dana White, he wanted to make Connor and Khabib too. That was the big gender that they wanted to make. So I thought like it was like too friendly. I thought that fight wasn't going to be on the up and up. But like I said, I'm happy that Dustin Poirier won the fight, man. And like I said, I don't feel bad for Connor, man. This is a good day for MMA, man. He deserved to get knocked the fuck out. I'm happy, man. And like I
Yeah.
said, if he starts to go down under, oh well, I don't give a fuck, man. This is like a great day for MMA, man. I'm happy, man. I'm just fucking happy, and I'm happy for Dustin Poirier, man. Because like I said, a lot of people was writing him off. A lot of Conor McGregor fans were saying leading up to the fight, oh, this is a more focused and motive Conor McGregor. This is going to be a most dangerous Conor McGregor. And like I said, you saw what happened. Uh, Poirier took his best shots. You know, Conor built it under the pressure, couldn't get him out of there. Man, Poirier land his good shot, then he stopped Conor. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, I don't feel bad for Conor whatsoever, man. Go ahead,
Okay.
Underated.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. Let me get this thing straightened out. All right. Survivor to the fittest. I sent you the email. I sent you through the email. The link should be in the emails. If not, let me know. I sent it. I sent it. But you should have it in your email. But let me before I continue get my break on it. Mahogany, thanks for coming. Thank you so much. LaShawn Jefferson, as always. Thank you, Michael Johnson. Thank you. And we here. Thank you as always. Sheila, thank you as always. Veronica McLeod, thank you. J Dog, thank you so much. Thanks for y'all for showing up and everything. Oh, there he is. Boom. All right. Ooh. Oh, there he is.
Evening, folks.
Good evening. How you doing?
Good
All
evening,
right.
George Page.
All right. What's up,
Hey,
Just Page?
mm,
All right. So, okay, we talk about the fight now. What's your break?
I'm saying this. Fuck Foster Lucky Charms. His match needs to lick his ass now. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Conor McGregor. I used to like him, guy, pretty much, but the stuff he's done the past few years, like the Dolly situation, the hitting the old man. Now he has a lawsuit for sexual assault. I mean, you know, his his attitude. I mean, you know, that thing that time he was doing that time when that fight when he that excuse me, during that time when he was they were doing the whole press conference for the fight with him and Floyd Mayweather talking about say dance monkey boy dance. That's just stuff that just you know
Yeah.
I just now we first started out when he was struggling and he was coming up
Mhm.
and there was some respect for him, but then the money got to his head and
Right.
he just kind of just I mean and now he's losing he's losing it. I think we want we that Mayweather money he just I think that just made him worse. Because
Mhm.
I think he
I think
Floyd got at
Floyd got at
least a
least a
hundred
hundred
million out of
million.
that, and he might got about maybe 50 out of it, and most definitely Damon's gonna get a piece of it because and then he sat on that for at least about 2 years. And then, he started running through it because between all the stuff he was doing, all the shit he was doing. So he had to come back and
Mhm.
fight for a little bit. And then he fought Khabib. Khabib beat
Mhm.
him. Then he fights
Mhm.
Cowboy. They give Cowboy a little money on the table. Say, hey, Cowboy, take a dive. And then they're probably the
Mhm.
same thing with Dustin Poirier. But I remember years ago. I remember what was it? Mark Gastineau when the ex football player was boxing. And
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, for the Jets.
yeah, yeah, and he fought this guy, and his management paid this guy to take a dive, but the guy took the money and he beat Gastineau. So this was happened with Dustin Poirier. They gave him a little money. He took the money and said, "You know what? Fuck that. I'm beating him. Take the money." And that's what happened.
You're not getting Perrier no props or nothing, George, man.
I don't even know the guy like that, so
Come on.
So that's all I'm saying. I don't even know like that.
Well, I'm gonna say like this. This is my take on it. I'm glad that kind of lost. I
Yep.
really do. And and I can tell you this. What I like about Perry do, he stick to the game plan. He kicked like me, and then Scotty. We was talking about that, and Scotty, you can get into it too. He kicked his right leg. I'm talking about the ones that can start off with. And when you kick that leg, they put more pressure on it. He's not going to move. You take his mobility away. And what happened was that's when you start to see Fourier was walking him down. And you notice when he started walking him down, right? He couldn't Connor could not fight. He could not fight backwards because he had no mobility. And I like what Brother Watcher was saying and Scotcher was saying. Connor always been one dimensional. I never understand that why people don't talk about it. I always know he's one dimensional too. And I'm just saying like this. He kept on going, and I know he's gonna get caught. And when I hear a thump, he knocked him out, hit him with one more time, one more right. Excuse me. It was over. So after I seen that, to me, Conor need to hang it up. He want to fight Khabib? Nah, not a chance. But you know how Dana White he can keep on pushing him. Oh, he want like that. And also, let me put this out too. Um, Conor had turned down the fight with Pacquiao too. We're gonna talk about that in a few minutes too. Wants to get into that too. But hey, that's what I'm. Oh, George, that's what I made this dinner too. A win for Poirier. That's right. Good food too. Got my sipping on some rum and coke. I'm good, dog. I'm good. I am happy. The
I'm
way
like
I kind
this.
of got, huh?
Whoever betted on Dustin Poirier just bought themselves a brand new car and just paid their rent for the rest of the month.
You know what's funny
Man,
though? You wanna know what's funny
what?
though? I was gonna,
What?
like I said,
What? What?
like I said, I was gonna bet on the fight, but like I said, just the way that they were two buddies at the press conference, I had to say, nah. It's like I had to change my mind because, like I said, Connor's known for, like I said, paying off people. You know what I mean? Just the way they were just too friendly. They were talking during the fight. I just didn't. I say, nah, I'm not gonna bet, man.
Yeah. But you know what? I know what an ass whooping look like. I can tell you that much.
This this
Yeah,
one this one hurts Connor more than any other one because he got finished. This is the first time he's been like properly finished by a stoppage knockout. Not because the submission is different. You know,
Mhm.
when you're knocked out, the aura is different. I said a long time ago that there are certain guys in the division that are problems. Connor's
Uh-huh.
lucky that he didn't fight Rafael dos Anjos back in 2016. You know, Rafael dos Anjos, he got injured. So Nate Diaz stepped in. But there's a reason Connor isn't moving up to welterweight to fight guys like Kamaru Usman. He's fighting guys like Diaz or he's fighting guys like Cowboy Cerrone. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's really funny because at featherweight, he's got more wins. At lightweight, he's 2-1.
Yes.
Sorry, he's 1-2, and at welterweight he's 2-1. And
Uh-huh.
I think that was just really hard that knockout for him because Poirier really hurt him badly. Like he floored him like badly, and Connor he didn't use his legs to get off the cage. He should have been moving. When you just stick there with a guy like Poirier, he's going to hit
Uh-huh.
you to the body. He's going to time you right down the middle. He's going to throw his uppercuts, and his hooks are there. They're talking about a third fight, and you know Connor can come back, but I do feel that the difference. I said this before. Poirier lives the life, whereas Connor doesn't,
Uh-huh.
and you know Connor is on this yacht. He's selling his whiskey. He's with Mike Tyson doing all sorts of, baloney. He's too focused on Khabib and other avenues, boxing. And in that fight, what did Conor do? All he did was box, really. And he threw an elbow in the clinch and some shoulders. But he just boxed. The Conor that fought Alvarez, and even before that, I'm going to dearly miss that Conor because that was the real Conor. This is now a guy that got beat fair and square, and he's going to have to go back because I don't see what else there is out there for him, really. You can't fight Khabib. Um, Nate Diaz, in my opinion, that's a nothing fight. Like no one wants to see that shit.
Yeah.
He can't move up to welterweight because he's too small for that, and he
Mhm.
has no one to fight. And this is what happens: fighters start to lose it. Even if you look at his physique, he
Mhm.
he has never looked that big at lightweight ever. He's never looked that big at all. He's looked much more shredded. For this fight, he was just massive. He looked like how he was in his last fight, just with his arms were bigger and everything. And this also relates back to Khabib. Khabib has said that he's retiring, and then he said, I want to see something impressive. Well, two of those last fights were very impressive. So, are we going to get this guy to come out of retirement? No, because I don't think he wants to do it anymore. A guy like Khabib should stick to it. But it's really interesting this division now because Poirier is, in my opinion, because Khabib to me is retired. Poirier is the best there right now. He is the best there right now. I mean, he has beaten Gaethje, he beat Alvarez, he beat Pettis, he beat
Yes.
McGregor. He has an illustrious. There's so many other names. He has an illustrious resume. Max Holloway. List goes on. he avenged one of his losses. I don't think there's many people out there that can beat Dustin because this guy has consistently improved physically, mentally, with his skill set, with his technique, and he is a pleasure to watch, and he's a good guy, and there's no one really that deserves it more than him. He did an excellent job, and man, he took the shots as well. His chin has improved, and that's another thing, that's another factor there. When someone's chin and punch resistance improves at a certain weight, it's harder to get them out of there. And well done, Dustin. I'm very pleased, very happy.
And you know what? And before I get to you, brother Clarence, the one thing that really impressed me about Dustin, his high strike is real. I'm talking about. It seemed like it to me. I'm just putting it out. The terms from right about. It seemed like it vastly improved a lot. He takes his time. He strategically see when he could strike, when he could know how to move around. His foot technique, his foot speed is impeccable. He really impressed me.
Yeah, his punch accuracy is pretty good.
Yes.
Sometimes you really good. Boom. That hard punch.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And I'm saying, like, when he was throwing that, that kind of, he was like missing a little bit. I said, I know you want to get him out. Just tell you, if he would have took his time, it could have been quicker. But when I hear that, thump, I say, hell yeah, I'm gonna make me some dinner tomorrow. I'm gonna show my dinner on my live. I sure did. All right, we're gonna welcome Clarence McLean of No Zone Podcast. Welcome, brother.
Welcome. What's up, Watcher? What's going on? What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? Good to see you here.
What's up, brother? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. You have to forgive me, Underrated. I forgot that you were starting this, so I was doing my husband duties. I apologize, brother.
Hey, look. I had nothing to do with that. Now, husband duties, that's on your side. This is MMA, all right? All right, let's keep it in May, all right? You know what I mean? You do your husband duty, that I ain't got nothing to do with that. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Let's stick to MMA, all that radio shit, that's on y'all. That's all good. I don't want to hear that. So, matter of fact, to cool you down, let me show the food here. That's macaroni, whatever's left, macaroni and cheese with breadcrumbs. This is whatever's left, chicken breast, with some gouda, spicy muscle on both sides with Worcestershire sauce, and I had bake on both sides. And you see on the top of the red on top, that's hot sauce and everything. The little of it, French style string beans with butter and red pepper, and a little of cranberry sauce, and a little of it of good old rum and coke. All right.
Watch it. This guy is such a show off when it comes to cooking. He aggravates me.
No, I'm not. No. I'm not a show off. I'm just saying this is a victory. This is a victory dish, y'all. Come on, man. See, stop listening to Clarence. Go back to your husband duties, man.
I tell you what happened to Conor McGregor, right? I'm not saying he is untouchable. But what happened to him, I didn't know the results of the fight until I got up this morning. So when I looked at the highlights, I damn near choked because I said I didn't expect that to happen to him so fast. I mean, it happened he was stopped in the second round?
Yeah, it was in the second round, yes.
I didn't see that coming. I see why Conor is so damn eager to want to box. Because it seemed like his UFC days, I could be right, I could be wrong. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. It seemed like his UFC days might be coming to an end. What do you guys think about that?
He couldn't even box last night because he couldn't even box. He outsmarted him in every phase you see.
Wrestling, clinch, boxing.
He did right. He ain't had no chance.
I think
Yeah,
it's time to reconsider. And this is what happened with Roy Jones a bit as well. Guys
Yeah.
like that are explosive fighters. Mike Tyson as well. It happened to right. That they lose that energy. They lose that style. That original style that they have. It only works for so long. Connor, I can't tell the man what to do, but retirement is not far fetched. I think he can potentially get this fight back, but I don't think he will beat Dustin in a rematch because if you think about what Connor did, what's his greatest asset? The left hand. And he landed that left hand hard. And Poirier did say that he got hurt by the left hand. He said maybe, another one and I would have been in real trouble. But the whole point is Dustin took those shots and Dustin
Yeah.
finished. He destroyed Connor in that final sequence. Those shots that Dustin throws, he turns with them. He uses his shoulder. He turns his hip. And he'll hit you in many spots. The bone of your face, the jaw, right under the chin, the ear. That dude is a bad man. He is a problem. And he just beat the biggest name in the sport.
Well, watch out. I tell you this though, right? And I don't know if you guys agree. You taking a beating like that, and then you saying you want to fight Manny Pacquiao, you better think twice.
Oh, but that fight is off.
That fight is gone.
Yeah,
and this is the other thing, right?
Oh, that fight is gone?
It's
yeah,
off.
it's gone.
McGregor
it's
said,
gone.
though, McGregor said it was there, and now he's like not sure about it, which means that it's gone. And Manny, and I'm sure Black Star Sports TV, whenever he's live next, he'll be going in on this really hard. He'll be going crazy over this, but Manny now has to do one of two things. He either has to fight the two big names in the welterweight division, or he must retire. Because when you try with, because he just assumed Conor will blow this guy out of the water, and that's just not the case. Dustin Poirier is, man, that dude, he's a bad man.
Yeah.
I don't know, brother. Watch. I don't know if you heard the news, but there's talk of Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia. I don't know.
Yes, yes.
No,
You know what? We got to talk. We got to talk about that a little bit too. We gonna get back to Conor, but we got to talk about it too because
that's all hype.
That's like a connection there. But we gonna get to that and everything. But I would say this that I think Conor's finished. I'm glad he's finished. I'm glad Poirier beat the shit out of him. I am so happy. And like again, I'm going to sip on my rum and coke for the brothers and even the ones in the chat. I am happy. I am elated. And you know what I'm saying? And I am happy. And I'm telling you what, and I'm with y'all. He better not even think of fighting a rematch to him because you know why? Because it might be worse.
That too, but see, the thing is though, I need to see just one more fight. I need to see one more fight for him. If he gets beat in his last fight, I mean, if he gets beat worse in his next fight, then I'll say, yeah, he's done.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. No, I don't.
To me, from what I saw, it didn't look like. I could be wrong. Either that guy is, either Dustin was that good, or Conor didn't train for that. That's not. I've never seen that kind of Conor. Not that kind of Conor. He didn't
train for it.
He got
he didn't train for it.
He got beat fair and square. He was training in Portugal. He had his team around him. His coach said, when we beat Dustin Poirier back in 2014, it was just the three of us in a warehouse working out. Now we have a team. We have this nutrition. We have this sports science, this and that. But you still get your ass beat. You've lost this fight. If he takes it again, see, this is more dangerous than a Nate Diaz fight because Nate Diaz is not a good fighter. You can't be losing to guys like Nate Diaz, right? But
that's true.
Conor
That's true.
That, and he regrouped. But
Right.
Nate Diaz is not a killer like Dustin. He doesn't have the kicking power. He doesn't have the wrestling. He's very dangerous on the ground in the jiu-jitsu. But so is Dustin. And Dustin can knock you out, and he can knock you out late. Dustin is one of the best all-round fighters in the UFC. And because he's improved so much in every facet, Conor is in trouble in this third fight if he can't adjust.
Didn't Nate Diaz choke him out?
Yeah, and he did it. He got the choke because Conor panic wrestled, which is what he did in this fight as well.
Right.
When you panic wrestle, it means you're hurt on the feet and you go to shoot for a takedown, or you attempt to take someone down. You attempt to grab their leg and secure the takedown, but he couldn't do that both times, and that's what happened.
Gotcha.
You get stopped.
Right. Now let me get this out before we continue. I do got a cash app. It's $capital JT 53000. Also I have PayPal. It's /PayPal.me/ all in caps JT Black 53. All right. It's right on the screen. So support your interest, y'all. Also, have a super chat. If you don't have no finance you can kick out, please share this out. Please hit the like and share this out throughout your social media. This is some good stuff we giving y'all. We got some brothers down here. I'm telling y'all. Now, I'm going to start from George, my brother George. Now, I'm going to put the question there. Now, after Poirier put an ass whooping on the fake leprechaun himself, there's people said that he's a fake leprechaun, fake dirty leprechaun. Now they saying that he's inactive. What do you say about that? And it goes for everybody else.
That's on him, and there are guys in the ranking which he could fight. This he fought 3 times in 2016. He lost to Nate Diaz. He fought Nate Diaz again, and then he beat Alvarez for the lightweight title. That year was a year of greatness for him. He hit the all-time low, and then he hit the all-time high. Champ status, all that. But, man, like, activity for me, fighters in the UFC should at least fight twice a year. With COVID, it's been harder, but again, the dude, that's on him. He needs to be active, especially with his style.
Okay. Anybody else, please?
Well, like I said, a lot of people called him out. Well, a lot of people called him out back in 2020. Don't forget, Justin Gaethje called him out. Tony Ferguson called him out. Well, and Poirier too called him out. That's 3 fights that he could have taken. But like I said, just like what the brother Watcher said, that's his problem that that he was inactive, and he can't use that excuse because, like I said, 3 guys called him out back in 2020, and he didn't want no piece of those guys. Like I said, he wanted to fight Khabib, but since he didn't get that fight, he wanted to be inactive, and like I said, that's his problem.
Okay. Clarence.
Give me 1 second. Go on to the next person real quick.
All right. Brother George.
Well, like this, Dana White keeps him on his titty and let him suckle while he just lets everybody else. He be like treating everybody like redhead stepchildren. And you know what? He could have fight. He could have fight anytime he wanted to, but no. He fight for almost 2 years after that fight against Mayweather. While and even Amanda Nunes, when she fought, she fought at least maybe once or twice a year, and it just don't make no sense.
Look at you.
Hey, welcome Zap B. Welcome Zap B. Thank you. Come on here, let's get them lights up, y'all. If you want to donate, it's right on the screen. Again, Clarence, you back, brother? Unmute your mic.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I was going to make a comment, but the brother who just made a comment, he kind of messed me up just now because he said get the chitty out the mouth.
Yeah, but yeah, you know what? I was, George, you must have read my mind because I was going to say that Connor was in his titty ever since he was breastfeeding him ever since he came to the business, and he been sucking on that for a long time. And after the loss, Dana White said, "Man, get off my goddamn titty. We losing too much. No more platinum milk for you." That's what I'm saying.
And and then that night, I know most definitely Dana was like pissed because, he had his other prospect, Manaribus to lose. So, and that's just, he was just pissed off. I mean, he just, he had one, like just like this. Dana, he thinks of himself as a pimp. And it's hard when you see your bottom bitch lose, not make no money. And then you say,
Yeah.
like, you go out there and say you're supposed to make money for daddy, and you don't make no money for daddy, then you just what you supposed to do, and it's just how it is. It's the business. The business is the business. You
Well,
know,
put your ass out the
yeah,
house.
yeah, you get put out, and but like I say, he don't like. This is one thing is, like me, Exeguche. We're part of the CS Combat Sports. We're part of the
Mm-hmm.
we're part of that. And we support Chris Cyborg. And
Mm-hmm.
he didn't. And what Dana White did not do was he had a fighter who was even though people did not think she was popular, she had popularity. She had a fan base. He didn't take advantage of that fight because the fact was he didn't like her. The problem is it's not about who you don't like. It's about making money. And sometimes you got to put your personal business to the side and think about your financial business. Whatever
Right.
feelings you have with that person, you shouldn't it shouldn't get away about about how much money you can make off that person. You know,
Yep.
Hey,
I know you have feelings about. I know he loves Conor McGregor. He loves to slob on him like slob on his knob, whatever else. But right now, Conor's not making no money for you right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's effing up. You
hey,
know.
George. Hey, George. I got a question for you. I got two questions for you. The first
Yeah.
question is there was talks about Conor McGregor. I mean, not Conor McGregor. Dana White. Uh, I guess coming into boxing to be a promoter, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's one. And two, what does that do for the sport of boxing if if Dana White comes into boxing because we know he puts good matches together. So what does that do? What does that do for the sport of boxing if Dana White is being let in?
What he wants to do, he wants to clear up, not like he wants to like with the UFC. He does not want to have all these different belts, all the different weight classes. He wants to consolidate it to just one weight class, one belt. You don't have to have all these sanctions. And even though I'm not a fan of Dana White, I think he's the biggest evil whisker biscuit bastard. Lex Luthor looking.
Oh. Come on,
but but
George, you're gonna get me started now. I'm trying to call get on your knees,
Don't,
whippersnapper.
don't do it, underrated. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. Don't tell me I'm gonna do it. I'm calling your wife. Leave me alone.
but the fact is, he has a point because what is boxing is the last few years boxing has fallen off. If you watch it now, boxers don't like. I grew up in the era from the early years of Ali, Tyson, Larry Holmes, those guys. And I don't really watch boxing like I used to because right now there's no really body. I watched I was reading boxing like the last few years of the Roy Jones and the Mayweathers, but not only boxing like I used to. I like Dante Wilder. I like him. But right now I don't really pay attention to boxing like I used to, and that's the problem. And MMA, I pay attention to it because it's more exciting. You get the fights you want to see, and right now the debate is like we have like everybody wants to see Spence versus um you know Crawford, but they're dragging their feet on that one. That fight should have happened 2 or 3 years ago. You
Uh-huh.
know,
Yeah.
and we get to see fights like we had Cyborg versus Nunes. We had right now we
Right.
just had Poirier versus McGregor. We had McGregor versus Khabib. You know, we get to see the fights. Masvidal versus Diaz. We get to see the fights we want to see in MMA. But we're not getting to see the fights we want to see in boxing. And the problem with boxing is the fighters are not fighting over legacy. Like good example like this, like you had like guys, you had like those fights like Frazier and Ali, Gotti and Ward, Leonard and Duran. I mean, you had those great wars, those great battles back in the days. But you don't have them now in boxing. You don't see them anymore. It's about money. It's not about legacy. And the fact is, money goes, but legacy lasts forever.
Well, yeah. Hey, George, let me share something with you that's Underrated is going to get upset with me, but I'm going to share some with you.
Go ahead.
Now, we're working on trying to get a Spence and Crawford, but the problem is that fight won't happen now because your man Underrated wants to keep picking on Bomac.
Who's Bomac?
You don't know Bomac?
Oh, no.
What? Like I said,
George, I was on your side. See, you gonna make me put my hand through this doggone thing, George.
Didn't you just hear me say, I don't keep up with boxing much like I used to. Didn't you just hear me say that?
Well, you seem like you broke it down some goddamn matches. So you should know something.
He's the trainer of Terrence Crawford.
So I wouldn't know that guy.
We gonna say Bomac is TC's. Now I don't call him Terrence Crawford. I call him TC. Like Cornell, I call him C. That's all it is. I don't call him. That's his manager.
Okay. Thank you for the information because I wouldn't know who he was.
He's a fat big lip fuck.
That's the reason why the fight won't happen, right there, George, because of that man's mouth. Underrated, right there.
No, because I'm gonna tell you why. Because Bomac, wherever he did with Bar Arab, he taking 20%, and I think he taking doggone more. And I think that him and Aaron is in bed together. That's what I feel. Now I can't believe it.
That's also. Go ahead. I'm gonna say.
No, I was gonna say, is the watcher still here? I wanted to get his opinion about what do he think is going to take to make a Crawford and Spence fight.
Oh boy, you're gonna get me started now. Where's Black Star when you need him, mate? I think what it will take is for Crawford to actually just take the fight. That's what I think it will take. I think it will, if Manny and Mayweather is going to take that long, then Spence and Crawford might take that long because Bob is the problem. He's a crook.
Mm-hmm.
And, Crawford is just not advised very well I'm talking from his coach all the way to his managers and his lawyers and everything. I'd like to see Bomac start talking that shit to Derek James because, Bomac, he likes to have a go at the team. Everything's personal. Like, in case everyone didn't know, everything really is personal when that team gets a fight together. I don't know what the problem with the 60-40 is. I have no idea. I mean,
well, I could tell you why it's a 60-40 is because Bomac be eating the percentage, man. I keep on telling y'all that is a fat greasy motherfucker, man. He not
stop Underrated. Stop.
He's not. Come on. Now I'm gonna take the fun out of it. He is not looking out for TC. What people don't understand that he's not. He in the bed with Bar Arab, a top rank. Oh, come on, we gotta see what it is.
They're gonna cut your channel for this.
No, hear me out. And I want everybody to get their saying on that because I want to get back and I want to ask a condition of what's going on in the mixed martial arts in the future. But I want to get back to that. But the first thing is like this. Y'all know of any manager / trainer, he always had the best interest of the fighter. And I'm talking about boxing. Why Bomac? None of those times ain't talking for TC, but he always talking for top rank.
You have a valid point. I tell you what, though, not to get off topic, I was looking at Dante's Boxing Nation earlier, right? And they were talking to Mikey Garcia, right, about him fighting Devin Haney and him fighting Terrence Crawford. And they asked him, somebody asked him, would he ever do business again with Bob Arum? And he called Bob Arum a piece of shit.
Yeah. I think, like I said, with Bob Arum, he has to. Only way I think you get out of it if Bob Arum dies. That's about it. That's pretty much it.
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
but
let me
but
say
his
this
conscience.
though.
Go ahead.
Let me just say this though. We can't only just blame Bob Arum though. We got to blame PBC as well, because like I said, Floyd and Al Heyman are blocking the fight as well. Like I said, if Spence could give Mikey Garcia 50-50, so why can't he give Terrence Crawford 50-50? You understand, guys? You guys understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna say this: TC ain't fought no legit. He ain't fought nobody legit in welterweight. So why he should get 50-50?
But like
Garcia
you said,
did.
but look at this though. Two fights between both brothers will sell well. I mean, a fight between Errol Spence and Crawford fight would be pretty good. The fight would be pretty good. But like I said, Floyd and Al Heyman, they blocking the fight too. Because we all know what they're trying to do. We all know what they do. They're trying to protect Spence from Terrence Crawford because they want Spence to be the next Floyd Mayweather. But we all know Spence don't have the swagger like Floyd Mayweather. He just doesn't. He does not have the swagger.
Yeah,
But that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to
yeah,
block the. They're trying to block the fight. They're blocking that fight, and that's why that fight is not going to happen.
okay. But I would say this though, bro. So you say that the PBC is supposed to take up the tab that TC caused in Top Rank. And no, I'm not. If I'm PBC, I'm not taking that shit up. That's your business. You handle your goddamn business. And I would say 60-40. You take that, and then if you that confident you could beat Earl Spence, you take that 40% because there is a possibility. If you beat Earl Spence, there is a possible rematch.
but underrated. The sad thing about it, that the saddest thing about out of all this is that the reason why I feel bad for Crawford in a way is that you have a promoter who doesn't even believe in you anymore, that says you're a waste of money, and you can't get out your contract with him until later this year in October. Like this whole damn thing is a disaster. You know,
It
It
is.
if
is.
Bud,
It
I
is.
would have paid my way out the contract. I would have paid my way out, no matter, just like Floyd did. When Floyd wanted to get out, what he do? He paid his way out, and I feel like if he'd have did that, then we can get this fight done. But as long as Bob's around, I can't see this Earl Spence and Crawford fight happen.
But you know what? And I'm gonna say one thing. This, and I want to continue. I want to continue to get back to get the status of Miss Martial Arts. What's going on? And I would say this. That could have been happened. And I'm saying TC, if you listen to us, if Waterburger Bomac is holding you up, you need to cash his ass aside, hire a good lawyer, and buy your contract out and go to PBC and get that work, man.
Oh,
Yeah, the dude. Is he signed with Bob again, or are they still
Who?
within a
Who?
deal?
Who?
TC.
TC still with Top Rank.
Yeah, I don't know. He comes across to me as a bit slow because he has to understand that when he's there, it's harder to make the fight. Whereas when he's with, look, listen, I'm telling you right now, Al Heyman would love to have Terrence. I think Heyman thinks highly of him. I think he would like Terrence to come over, and I think actually there probably has been an offer for him to come over. I don't know that for sure, but like I don't know. The guy to me seems like he doesn't really want it. And then there's the crap with Sean Porter. I'm not even gonna hit on that,
Yeah,
but
he
yeah.
he low blow Sean Porter. He offered him 1 million.
Right, but get what I'm saying. You all you know, right? All right, you signed top rank when you first get a what? Okay, I understand. Get that money. You trying to get your foot in the door, but he signed it the second time. I don't feel sorry for you. Could have went to the PBC. I mean, you could probably would have. I think he ain't going up on the PBC because ain't like I said before, and I'm saying it again. In the PBC, especially in the welterweight, ain't nothing but killers over there. He ain't trying to lose. Ain't nothing but killers in the PBC. He's like, I'm not going there to lose my belt. And that means that if he loses them, that means PBC, in the welterweight, they got that thing sold. But so I'm gonna stick to because Bar everything. I can get you that and everything. And he like, man, he's special, man.
The thing, well, the real issue with me now is not even with Spence and TC because that's been dragging on. It's the most recent stuff with Sean Porter,
Right?
Because Sean should know that you will get an offer like that from Top Rank. You will get a lowball. You will get lowballed from them because they don't have the assets like PBC or Solon Promotions. Top Rank just doesn't do that. But I think I'll go in on that the next time Black Star's around because we bring the energy on that, man. We go in and we roast everyone on that. I mean,
I'm roasting tonight, man. Don't get it twisted now.
Yeah.
Don't think it MMA. I ain't finished roasting Connor. I'm gonna roast his ass. Little dead garlic boy sleeping.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
But I want to get back. I want to channel right back to the sport that Dana White is heading. What you think the future of Dana White still running at?
UFC?
Yes.
He might as well just let it. What is it?
Mm.
He might as well just let it. He might as well just let it go because I think you don't really need Dana White there. He's just there as a figurehead. Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard can run it. There's Shannon Nab who runs the Invicta. She can take over the women's division because she does a good job at Invicta. She comes over, she takes over the women's division. Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard can just run the rest. And there's no point of Dana White. Just buy them out and let them go off and chase after strippers, hookers, and ring girls.
So George, before I can get to somebody, so that means that Conor going to get mad because he cannot suck on Dana White titty no more. That's what you're saying?
Underrated. Would you stop?
I'm working with George here. I'm cooking tonight. So that's what you're saying, George? Because you know Conor would get mad. He said, please, I need that platinum milk, please. No, I'm going like that.
God, this freaking guy.
Dana should.
But I don't care. I'm cooking tonight. I don't care. He got me sucking his mom's tits. That's doggone shame. I thought you got enough milk from your own mama, Connor. Why you got to
Hey George, when you don't see Underrated no more, you know what happened.
I ain't worried about it, man. I got food, man, to save my ass. I ain't worried about you trying to get you trying to get me kill anybody else, man. Go on, man. Talk.
But
The
that's
tradition
true.
of the sport.
But like I said, Dana, there's no real purpose for Dana White. He's just there as a figure. And like I said, Mick Maynard and Sean Shelby can run the day-to-day stuff. Like I said before, Shannon now can run over and run the women's division herself. She can build it up, especially can build the 145 division because they need more women. They need more 145 bodies. And just basically he didn't really need him. He can go retire. Just disappear. He just really there's a figurehead.
I think that's a good idea with the Invicta woman. I think she could probably actually do some really good work and sort some stuff with the rankings and the matchups out much better. Probably get those fighters paid a bit more as well. I think if Dana sticks around, that's what Black Star does every time he means business. Dude, you've got to start promoting your champions better. Okay? I mean, Kamaru Usman has been boycotted because people think he's boring. Yet
Mhm.
people watched Floyd Mayweather and they thought he was boring. That is terrible. And he's my favorite. Kamaru Usman is my favorite fighter in the UFC. But how
Mhm.
he's being treated by everyone, fans, media, is terrible. They call this man every name under the sun. He still hasn't got credit for the Colby win, the Colby Covington win either. He literally did that in the best way possible. He beat the guy from pillar to post and finished him. Dana White should be freaking putting posters up in cities. He should be doing it on the Twitter where they have millions of followers, on the YouTube channel. They should be promoting Usman. They should be promoting the new light heavyweight champion, Jan Blachowicz, the Polish dude. But instead,
Right.
they want to put Israel Adesanya in there with him so they can make Israel into a star. Because the UFC, they pick champions that they think are more marketable. They won't bother
Yes.
to promote others, which is wrong. Because, yes, some fighters are more outgoing. Some fighters like to promote themselves more. But look at Khabib.
Mhm.
Khabib did promote himself more. And, his cultural background helps him with that as well. Who else is a champion? Let me think. Middleweight and heavyweight.
John Miller.
Stipe Miocic.
Yeah.
He's not getting the love. You
Mhm.
know, he's not getting the love he needs either. I mean, who else is there at because I can't think of many. The Volkanovski at featherweight. Who's that bantamweight? Petr Yan. Man, I'm
Remember
forgetting.
Cejudo? He was
Yeah,
Cejudo. He barely, you know.
Cejudo's gone now.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like MMA fans are really bad. And they don't take the sport. A lot of MMA fans don't take the sport seriously. They just think they can. Oh, Kamaru Usman does foot stomps, this and that. Well, your guy lost, dude. Your guy, Masvidal, he lost. That guy
Mhm.
has 13 losses. Usman has, 2 title defenses already, and he's in conversations with GOAT Talk. But you won't promote him. You don't want him to be promoted like that. That's why his next fight is extremely dangerous. Because you got a Brazilian dude who is very exciting and explosive, and that Burns, he can beat Usman. If he hits Usman good, he could take him out, or he could submit
Right.
him. But the point is, you have to promote. That's your job as a promoter. But that's why I say Dana, I don't know what Dana does. Shelby and those other guys, they tell Dana what to do. Dana doesn't care. He's very he doesn't give much to the fighters. You can see that. How many complaints do you hear?
A lot of complaints. A lot of complaints throughout the years.
Throughout the years. I mean, look at how they treat drug testing as well. There, like
Mhm.
they treat John Jones back like a family reunion when he head kicked someone when he was on steroids. He knocked out someone. He head kicked them and then beat them up on the floor. I'm sure some of you guys that follow MMA more closely will know that which fight that was. That was a no contest after, but the point is it happened. He got into that ring on drugs, on steroids. You will never see John Jones look that physically good either. And that dude's moving up to heavyweight now. What if he takes something else again? Hell, man, he
Right.
had a picogram when he was fighting Gustafsson, and they moved the fight to another commission because they couldn't be bothered trying to get any sanctions down on it or anything. So they moved it to
Mhm.
like I think LA or something, or I don't know, somewhere else.
It's
And
Yeah.
Jones beat Gustafsson. He knocked him out in the third round. He just ground and pounded him out. This is where you have a lot of people, a lot of dangerous things in MMA, especially the UFC. A lot of stuff is crooked. Dana White wants to talk about coming into boxing. Forget that, dude. You are not gonna last a day, man. You will
No,
not last.
not. Yeah, not
Wait
with them.
on that
Not.
shit.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I'll
Anybody else?
finish up in a sec, but the way he runs that, no way. You go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say to Brother Watcher, that was the thing with that. I remember that when they moved that fight, because that was a fight where Cyborg lost against Manny Nunes, and what should have happened was because there was the supposed to have a UFC in Anaheim, but because they couldn't have a main event, they
Yo,
canceled.
hold that for one second. Let me explain this. Come on, y'all. Y'all got. Come on, y'all got it. Come on, come on, y'all. You hearing some great stuff here. Go on. Yo, Cash App. Come on, y'all. Cash App. $, capital JT 53000. PayPal.me, all in cash, /JT Black 53. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta do something. You hear great information from these brothers. I'm sorry, you go ahead, George.
Anyway, there was they posted, remember at that UFC when Wilson versus Jones, they supposed to have in Vegas, and they canceled that whole event and moved it to Los Angeles. That was where Cyborg lost that fight because the state of that the Los Angeles was going to allow him to fight because even though he was on that picogram, whatever he was on, they would allow him to fight. But they supposed to had UFC event in Anaheim. They canceled because they had a main event. They could have done this because they didn't want to have Cyborg or Nunez be the main, to have the main event for that UFC event in Las Vegas. They decided just to go ahead and move it. They could have just had done this. They could have just had moved Gustafson and Jones to made them the main event in Anaheim and let Cyborg and Nunez been main event in Las Vegas. But because Dana White did not like neither Nunez or Cyborg because he so much loved John Jones, he didn't let that happen. That because his prejudice. That's what he is. He just prejudiced shit.
I agree totally, and I think
there's a problem in the UFC. There's a serious amount of ducking. There's a serious amount of fighters being avoided. When Kamaru Usman was coming up, no one would fight that guy. Colby Covington wouldn't even fight the guy. Darren Till wouldn't fight the guy. And he literally couldn't get a guy ranked in the top 15 because people avoided him. They didn't want to take that risk. You have people that got off very lucky. Their careers, they got their shot and lost. Look at Israel Adesanya. He is fighting for the light heavyweight strap now. But that same energy wasn't there 12 months ago when John Jones was champ. Oh, no. The fight couldn't get made then. We don't want to give John Jones the opportunity to fight another champion. We don't want to give him that. He's a bad human being. But then you want to fight this Polish dude that just won the title because John Jones vacated it. And John Jones is moving up to heavyweight. Something that Israel said he will do. Instead, he's going for the easier champion now. If he thought he could beat Jones, he would have already fought him. But he didn't because he didn't want that. And this action of fighting Jan Blachowicz, mispronounce his name sometimes, but you think this is easier. And I think you're going to get slept in this fight because, this is a cherry pick, in my opinion, gone wrong. I mean, who else is there? Israel's ducked quite a few fighters. Some fighters that you think are really tough and strong and skilled. Believe it or not, these fighters have ducked. I mean, look at Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz turned Khabib down back in 2014.
That's true.
Rafael dos Anjos. Rafael dos Anjos, he doesn't duck anyone, and he's older than a lot of the fighters there as well. I mean, look at Francis Ngannou and Stipe Miocic. Look how long that shit took to make. That took so long. That got announced yesterday. That only got announced yesterday. That fight should have happened already. But instead, the trilogy with Cormier happened. There's a serious amount of problems within this sport. I mean, Usman and Masvidal's another one. Masvidal took it on 6 days' notice. He couldn't take it a month or two before. He took it on 6 days' notice because he thought he could get Usman, by surprise. And that backfired as well. Colby Covington, he's got no fight yet. He fought Woodley that got absolutely washed in his last two. There's a serious amount of cherry picking and ducking in the UFC, especially the UFC. Because there's a lot of matchups that could have happened years ago. And the guys have either retired or they've moved to a different division. It's crazy.
That's it. Okay. Anybody else that want to start? Because I'm gonna get ready to end this in the few, and I want each of y'all make your last remarks, and I want y'all to stay, and I make my last one. We're gonna close it out as a family. So anybody else that want to talk more about this before I close it out?
Well, I just want to say that it's official. Pacquiao and Ryan Garcia. I just saw the news.
Really?
What?
Yeah, it's official. Oh, wow. It's official.
Let me see.
What?
Poor,
What?
poor, what,
Are you
what
kidding
the,
me?
what, I mean, what the, what the?
Yeah, and a lot of I'm seeing it
What in
on
the
YouTube.
hell?
A lot of
Wait,
people are talking at Blue Blood Sports TV. Famous.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
seeing it. It's
God.
all over.
yo, man,
Yeah,
that's not,
What
man, it's
that's,
the hell?
yo,
official.
that's not a good look for a guy, Ryan, man. He fight with his
You know
chin
what?
up.
It's not a good look for Pacquiao
oh
either.
no! You gotta be
Oh,
kidding me.
oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
Pacquiao
man.
should think about
It's
Oh
retiring.
my
So you
God,
telling
man.
me that they're you
He
telling me that they're going to allow this?
This dude is
Pac,
a fraud, man.
Oh
He's a
wow.
you are
Pacquiao
at the
yeah,
fighting
tail
man.
end of your career. You're a fraud. I'm wait till Blackstyle finds out about this.
I might do a special, man. Listen, I might wait the Black Star dinner.
Oh,
I
I'm
come
going to
after
call.
him.
Hey, do you
I'm
know
about to call Black Star.
when
don't
is
Pacquiao
Blackstar on
has
there?
don't Pacquiao have kids the same age as Ryan Garcia?
All right, if I'm hearing this right, no, tell me, because some, no, no, hold on, let, I can't get a hold. Let me get this. You mean senior citizen fighting a little baby?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it
man.
sounds like.
Oh
Yeah, it's
man,
just crazy.
This is
dog,
all.
no,
This is
no.
all. This is all your. This is. Hold on. This is all your fault, underrated. Because if you would have
Why?
took control of boxing like you were supposed to, this wouldn't have happened.
No, they took it to control of
This
boxing.
is
I
all your
thought
fault.
that. I did that.
Well,
I
like
took
it,
control. They gonna kill me.
well, like I said, it goes to shows you that Pacquiao.
Hold on. Somebody got an echo in the back.
Yeah, somebody got to
Clarence,
mute themselves. Yeah, but like I said, it
Yeah.
just goes to shows you that Pacquiao was just scared of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. He just didn't want the work, man. Like I said, he should just drop the belt.
Oh
hey Clarence, I
wow.
think you got
He should just.
echo in your thing.
Huh?
I said before.
Clarence, you got echo. You have to mute yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't be. There's nothing in here. But okay, I'm muted.
Do you know when Black Star's on next? Just so the people know, because I don't know when he's on next. He sent
We
me a
don't know.
link.
We have to wait.
We don't know.
Yeah, he sent me a link to get on the StreamYard, but he
Tonight?
didn't go live 2 days ago.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. You mean Pacquiao is gonna fight a little baby just come out the hospital?
Pacquiao
Guys,
should take his
Oh
Pacquiao should take
my
his
goodness.
Pacquiao should take his old ass, retire, and become the president of the Philippines.
That's
Well,
no
Black.
match.
Well, look, underrated. When you get off of here, I'm gonna go live. So you got to jump on the live with me to talk about this.
Yeah, no doubt, man. That is crazy.
where's your channel,
That's a
Clarence?
little child.
Does Clarence have a channel?
Huh?
I have. You know what? I have a channel, but the problem is I'm having a little issue with it. So I do everything on Facebook right now until I can
Oh,
finish it. By this week, it'll be finished. My channel, but for right now, I have a podcast I do on Facebook.
Oh my goodness, man. Yo, you know what? This is what we gonna do. I'm gonna close this out, but I want everybody to make their last remarks, and I want y'all to stay until I make my last remarks. So we're gonna close it out as a family. And I want to thank everybody that come to the chat. Underrated MMA boxing. MMA sports talk number 3. So we're gonna start from George, Clarence, Watcher, and Gotcha, and then me. Okay.
Who's going first?
George, you go first.
Okay, George, and I'm after George, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, Clarence, I need to put on mute, please.
All right, gotcha.
Thank you. Anyway, it's fun to come on here with your fellas. I know, I like to come, I like to wild out because sometimes I can't go as hard like I could with Coach because But like I said, it's just wild to hear that Pacquiao, who's almost 50 years old,
Oh,
who
boy.
should be somewhere retired, who should he's a part of the Philippines Senate. He should go ahead and run
Mm-hmm.
for the presidency. He probably win. The guy there, he's a dictator. He'll probably try to, but he'll lose if Pacquiao runs. He knows it. So and also I enjoy this. Every now and then I like to come on with a different live stream and get to talk with y'all. Conor McGregor, he just spirits lights out. He's gonna experience when he goes to prison for that rape charge. So
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna have a new name. He's gonna have a new
What?
name. He's gonna have a new name in prison. Frosted Lucky Charms. Cause he's magically delicious.
Hey, yo, hey, you know what? Before I move on to Clarence, he was really booty food, but delicious too. Come in, you green lucky charm. Ooh, yeah. How many lucky charms I gonna get out of you? Oh, you can't get out now.
he be saying this time be make his bum life a bum life.
Man, his butthole be so dog he can't even doggone stand up. The T George, you always give me a doggone trouble. I ain't mess with you no more. Yeah, he mess with you no more.
Because like this, I create energy and
Yeah, I hear
fire.
that.
Because I bring
Thank
dynamite and
ah.
gasoline.
All right, thank you so much. All right, unmute your mic, Clarence McLean. Last remark, please.
Something is seriously wrong with you guys, and I'm gonna pray for y'all when I get off here. Y'all are crazy, all of you. No, salute to the chat, salute to the panel. Underrated. Thanks for having me on here. I appreciate you, my brother. You know you my day one, and I love you, brother. I appreciate you.
Likewise, bro.
I would like to say, rest in peace to Conor McGregor. And the hell with Pacquiao for taking this goddamn fight with Ryan Garcia. I don't understand that. Now y'all sure that this fight is going to happen, or this is not just rumors? Jesus Christ. It doesn't even matter. We'll talk about it at another time. But I just want to say thank you to everybody and salute to everybody. And I'm lost for words right now because that kind of messed my head up.
Okay, mute. All right, mute your mic. Okay.
Yeah.
S8 gotcha.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you, Underrated, for doing this MMA talk. Thank you to the brother Watcher, the brother Clarence. Nice to meet you, brother. And my brother, George Pace. Always, I love that brother. Like I said, thank you for all the brothers for the good points that we made tonight. It was an honor, like I said, to talk to you, brothers, to talk this MMA. Like I said, we're trying to get the sport out as much as possible we can. Like I said, fuck Conor McGregor. I'm happy he got his ass whooped. And, salute to Dustin Poirier. You know, him and his foundation got paid very well. He's helping out the children, so we gotta give him a lot of respect for that as well.
Yes.
And like I said, salute to all the brothers who came, and also salute to everybody in the chat who came to say their hello. Salute to you guys as well. We love you as well. And once again, I said thank you, Underrated, for doing this MMA talk. And like I said, I'll see you guys all next weekend. Love and peace.
All right, thank you. Mute your mic. And mute your mic. Stay right there too. Everybody. Brother Watcher from Down Under. Last remark, please.
Yeah, great talk once again. Salute to everyone on the panel. Salute to the chat, everyone that checked out today's stream. Yeah, I think the next talking point I'll definitely be on is this Manny Pacquiao Garcia situation, man. I'm gonna go in, but yeah, thanks again for having me on, man.
Anytime, anytime. Now, I want you to stay right there. You know, food is great. Thank y'all. You see the food. And the ones who missed the food, you got to catch it on the rewind because I seen. But I would say this of the WC, you know, it's in a crisis right now as boxing. Dana White has not did a good job. There are certain fighters that he let the fight, and they should be gone. Just as before I continue, before Connor. Connor should not fight no more. Your titty cow is gone. You gotta let him live alone. Let him go to the store and buy his own goddamn milk and drink it. Okay, Dana White? And it goes to show of real boxing fans as we are, and in MMA too, that it's just a serious. And I know we clown around, and I know each of us in our own way, we take these sports very seriously. We got rich, fake people is running the sport. And the sad thing about it, I'm not talking about the people. I ain't talking about us right here in the panel because we are very educated how we break things down. But the sad thing about a lot of the fans in the boxing and the MMA, they are not educated as it was like 20, 30 years ago. And for me, it's very sad. And so the ones that is in the chat and the ones that are looking at and listen outside, I want you to understand what each brother in their own way is talking about. That we in a crisis of sports. You got a lot of these channels. I mean, like I said, a lot. Few of these channels and even the old media, they not calling this out as we are. And it's sad because y'all fans, you're getting hoodwinked. You don't stand up for nothing. And you play right in to these old guard. I'm talking about the media. So us brothers in here, and even some sisters, I say too, that we still going to call this out. We still going to talk about this. And I ain't mean to be long with it, but now I'm gonna get the Pacquiao and Ryan. You know what? I want this fight to happen because Ryan Garcia run his mouth too much. I want his block get knocked off. You know how he fight. If he's a talent, yes, he is a talent. Could he get better? Yes, he could get better. But the one thing he did got knocked down, Luke Campbell. He was hurt. What do you think that all senior citizen Philippine president elect, because he's going to be the president of the Philippines soon. President elect Pacquiao is going to do. Now we could talk about Pacquiao if we want to, but he do have ring experience and he is 8-time world champion. Only I could say that Ryan Garcia, I don't know. You better get your whole new trainer. You better fight. When you spar, you better spar against champions. You better put your chin down. You better work on your defense because I'm telling you, the Pac-Man is coming. And he is not playing. And he is a vet. And trust and believe He is training hard because there's a lot of people be thinking, "Oh, Father's time has come by and passed you, Paya." He gonna hear that, and there is the sport right here. He is number one, going to bring the sport to the prominence. Ryan Garcia. Now we don't think he gonna do it because he do not have the heart to do it. When you turn down other champions, there is a problem. But we ain't gonna talk. I talk about that maybe next month on my on the underrated boxing talk. Maybe 12 or 13, who knows? But I can tell you this much. Ryan Garcia has talked about that he want to retire with 26 and he want to enjoy his popularity. And maybe Pacquiao maybe make his decision more viable. But it remains to be seen. Only I can say this much. Ryan Garcia, don't think Pacquiao is just a swing board from the park. Pacquiao did beat Thurman. And what do you think he gonna do to you? And that's all I'm saying, brothers. I want you to stay right there when I end this, please. I want you to stay right there. Stay right there. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. Believe that. I am that. Trust and believe I am that. Until next time, travel safely out there, family. Until next time, this one is gone.
Peace.